Eastside recording star Rytikal brings a critical career update to our stage. Who is Raxann Chin? For starters, she is creating waves as a designer and stylist in mainstream film, television, and music, including a major Disney production. But guess what? She's Jamaican and will be here. 2021, with all its lockdowns and curfews, was a great year for dancehall dance makers. We will hear from two groups of dancers and artists. Among them, Shelly Belly, Boys the Roses, and Boom Boom, who will show off their latest moves and tell how they sustained relevance under lockdown. But first, as promised last week, this video premiere by Wayne Wonder and Mr. G.
The legendary Godfather Tiger.
God was the one who saved him from 1994. The doctor said, hey, I didn't do anything. I walk out of the room like a dead man.
Must get better.
Must. We come from the garrison. Now look at us.
We didn't want to miss a G say tough time don't last. No, only tough people do.
That's true.
Life is not easy, but you gotta push on through. You know, tough time don't last. No, only tough people do.
That's true.
Life is not easy, but you gotta push on through.
Me never lose faith. Just like Biggie Smalls never lose weight. All when I one single rice grain the inna me plate. Fi give up me never contemplate. I know every day merry like December. When things good, God them no member. Keep your head up like a button blender. Giving up is a crime if you fall 8 times, get up 9.
Tough time don't last.
See
no,
that?
only tough people do.
That's true.
Life is not easy.
Never.
But you gotta push on through, you know, tough time don't last. No, only tough people do.
That's true.
Life is not easy, but you gotta push on through.
Sometimes I feel like pressure bust pipe, but me I go and hold me won't come in a love like. Been through the garrison, me grew up in a thug life, so we celebrate every day, cause we make it through some rough nights.
Must get better, must get better. Things must get better. Tough time don't last. No, only tough people do.
That's true.
Life is not easy, but you gotta push on through. You know, tough time don't last. No, only tough people do.
That's true.
Life is not easy, but you gotta push on through.
Me never lose faith. Just like Biggie Smalls never lose weight. All when I one single rice grain the inna me plate. Fi give up me never contemplate. I know every day merry like December. When things good, God them no member. Keep your head up like a button blender. Giving up is a crime if you fall 8 times, get up 9.
Tough time don't last. No, only tough people do. Life is not easy, but you gotta push on through. You know, tough time don't last. No, only tough people do. Life is not easy, but you gotta push on through.
We'll be back.
On Stage with Winford Williams.
Who is Raxann Chin? For starters, she's creating waves as a designer and stylist in mainstream film, television, and music, including a major Disney production. But guess what? She is Jamaican and is right now right here on our stage to tell us the rest. Raxann, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Winford.
Oh, wow. It's so good to have you.
Good to be here.
We love to bask in the great things you guys go away and achieve. And we say that's a Jamaica.
Yes, I love Jamaica for that. That's one thing.
Oh,
We're so
yes.
supportive of our own.
We love you for that, my dear. If we didn't love you before.
Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So trace your journey for us from Jamaica to the big times in mainstream.
You know, listen, ever since, when you say to the big times, as my family would tell you, you couldn't tell me that I was never from the big times to start with.
Yeah.
Even as a child, I was always that child that was posing and, taking my parents' clothes and making do of it. And it landed me into fashion. I modeled for years in Jamaica, was also in Miss Jamaica World in the top 10, worked at Sandals in entertainment, and then worked at the airlines, and then migrated for a full scholarship in Michigan.
Oh. And you did investment banking, is it?
So I actually studied journalism. So I'm one of your peers. I was the editor of my college newspaper, and I did business reporting at the Detroit News to start. And it was actually there that I found a love for the economy and for Wall Street. And I wanted to learn, growing up in Jamaica, I wasn't exposed to that, but my mom is a math PhD, so I'm really good at numbers and love numbers.
Okay.
So I thought to go to Wall Street. I actually first thought I was going to New York to progress my fashion journey, but fell in love with the numbers and landed there for over 10 years. And it wasn't until the market crash of 2008 when I had some contending to do with my journey.
And we discovered your childhood passion.
It was always something that was in me. I would have a notebook at my bedside because I would get up at nights with concepts and ideas, and I would be jotting them down. And I think I never recognized, at the moment I thought it was a hobby. And you get to some life decisions where you really have to ask yourself some hard questions. And the questions I asked myself were, if I had to do something for the rest of my life and be okay with it wherever it landed and just feel like I am on my purpose-driven path, what would it be? And it was unquestionable, the fashion journey for me, and I'm happy I did.
Okay, so how did you get in?
See, the Jamaican in me didn't think about how I was going to get in. I didn't think about all of those things that everybody thought about before. I just activated it. I just said, I'm going to start my fashion line. And literally, Winford, I got up the morning, went to New York and started. The first thing I did was I went to the fashion district and I started to fool around with the fabrics and the trimmings and everything I could find. And the things that I fell in love with were the things that I organically just naturally got drawn to, and I started to do that. Then I started to dream, as any artist does, and I started to dream as to what this would be, and from one thing led to the next. And to be honest, I never did a big business plan or anything of that. Like, those things just kind of came along the way.
And your first exposure?
I always have to thank Romée Gordon here, because Romée Gordon from Pulse took a chance on me. A very good friend of mine, most of you already know the fashion line here, Adrenaluna, Arlene Martin, who happens to have been my head girl in high school. She was the first person that I reached out to and I told her what I was trying to do. And I landed in a conversation with Pulse through Arlene's introduction, and Romée just saw my designs, literally just the sketches, and she thought they were good enough. This was during Jamaica's 50th independence, and she took a chance, and the rest was history.
So what was that? The
Caribbean Fashion Week. But before, I did a soft launch because I was a new designer. Nobody knew me, so I thought to do a soft launch at Courtleigh Hotel, showcasing 3 pieces. Got quite a bit of reviews from that, and then I further created the rest of the collection for Caribbean Fashion Week. It did well. In that very year, I had requests for my gowns to represent Jamaica and Canada for the Jamaica 50th, and had my gowns flown there. Got a lot of good reviews, and then in the first year, I ended up on the Oscars with 4 of my gowns, and that was just literally just magic.
Wow, the Oscars.
Yeah, there were executive producers as well as actors who wore my gowns, and it was one of those things where the EP who reached out to me first had a gown that was stuck in customs, but I had done a show in California. She was a part of the audience and she remembered the gown, contacted me and said, I have to wear that gown. Is it available? So I had to pull all kinds of things to send it to LA and got a small team that I have there to get all the adjustments done. And you know, I'm just one of those people, Winford, where I just kind of go with the flow of life and I just keep myself present with it. There are things that you can plan,
yes,
but I feel like when you're on this organic journey, it has a way of molding you. It's been shaping me. We're from a creator and creation comes very naturally to us. We all create differently, like you're creating your show. So
the Jamaican in you, how did that play in all of this?
You know, Jamaica Tourist Board has this slogan, once you go, you know.
Yes.
And I can't agree with them more, because to be a Jamaican, you know, we know how to take our hands on fashion, yes, we know how to be resilient. We are naturally people who have to maneuver through life, whatever circumstances come our way. And I don't know where we get this boldness from. You can't tell us that we can't do anything. The more you tell us we can't do it, we're like, okay, you think I can't? I'm going to. But I also grew up in a household where my parents told me that the sky was the limit. You can do anything you put your mind to. You just have to work hard at things. I never heard the words, I can't.
We're talking about not just fashion, but you're a TV presenter.
Yes.
You've spanned music.
Yes.
You've landed a major deal with Disney.
Yes.
Okay, so talk about now the music side of it. The people you've styled for music, for videos, whatever you've done with music, and also to speak a little bit about the big new Disney production that you've landed.
I have had the great pleasure of working in a broad scope of different areas, commercials, TV and film, opera. I've worked with Queen Ifrica and Damian Marley on their song True Versation, which was quite fun. And I was doing virtual before virtual was in. I was actually in New York on another project doing a film. I was literally on a film set that day when I was also doing the music video with my assistant in Florida. Long story, I was so upset, Tracy, because I love Damian Marley, and I was like, of all the sets I am not on, and Damian Marley is there. He's such a sweetheart. I've had the pleasure of working with Hannah Gill. She has a song called Lose. She has a very Adele kind of feel to her. Kayleen Music did Silver Secret Lace with her.
And the Disney.
And Disney, which is what everybody is talking about, is called Keeping Up with the Claws. It's an experimental film that Disney did with 20th Digital Studios, which is their studio arm. It was really a pleasure working with them. I kept pinching myself the whole time, Winford, because you know, who didn't grow up on Disney?
So you're the official costume designer for that project.
That is correct, yes. So I had my own department, head of department as costume designer, and made every detailed choice as it pertains to costume. And just recreating Mrs. Claus was such a highlight for me, because Christmas is one of my favorite time of year, and just doing Mrs. Claus and creating a very modern version of her, I was in heaven.
Where are you taking all of this?
You know, this is one of the very few things in my life that I am flowing with.
Yes.
And each milestone creates something else, you know?
Yes.
So as it molds, it's one of those things where I try not to, I consider Femheka like my child. Like I gave birth to this fashion line, and she is guiding me. I don't know if you're a parent or if any parents are out there, you know how sometimes you have this idea of what you think this child should be, and then they come and they inform you of who they are. Well, that's exactly what my fashion line did to me.
The Jamaican in you, is that an edge?
It certainly is an edge. I know it's an edge.
Yes. Because
there are times when I'll go on certain productions and some things that people are bothered about, I'm just like, you know, let's keep it moving. Or just that resilient attitude, that determined attitude, that can-do attitude. I apply it at all times, that thing where you just go an extra mile. And I feel like that's one of the things that has been working in my benefits.
So are people seeking you out?
Yes.
Wanting the Jamaican flavor, the Jamaican touch.
I think it's that warm-heartedness that we generally have, where it's light. We're light people. We don't trouble. If you don't trouble we don't trouble you.
Okay.
And that's kind of that light-heartedness that I have, where I'm a people person. I've always been, and I've had people who see the value in that. I've had producers who are like, please tell me you're available. It's always such a pleasure to have you on set, I keep focused with my work, but I also know how to be light in a space.
Do you have a message for youngsters in Jamaica, in the fashion industry?
I think it is also the message that I would say goes across the board for anybody who has a dream and who wants to grow, who's really about progressiveness. I always say that perfectionism is really not attainable. You just have to know that progressiveness is, and you focus on progressing. So my things to anyone who is listening, who finds inspiration in this story, and I hope you do, is to know that you have to be authentic. I feel my authenticity is what has landed me where I have been. Your magic is within your authentic self. You're not anybody else. You're you. Be authentic with that. Embrace that. Be fearless and know that there's nothing wrong with failing, because that's where all the lessons are, really. And to never give up, determination is key, and determination is in the DNA of who we are as Jamaicans, and that should always prevail.
Wow. Raxann, thank you.
Thank you, and I have to comment before I go to your look, I would say stylist approved. Loving your look and loving those shoes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, and on behalf of Enigma.
And I was about to say that looks like an Enigma piece.
Yes.
And is it Ricardo? Is trying to remember. Kino. My apologies, Kino. But Kino, I don't know if you remember me, but I'm from Montego Bay too. So he has a space in Montego Bay. And I remember going over to Icon Mall and I saw that store and I thought, note to self, because everywhere I go, even at home, the first thing I do is I do a scope as to what the fashion elements are, so that you never know when you're called upon, right?
Okay.
And I went into the store and introduced myself to him and told him how I love the piece in his store. We love Kino and we love Enigma.
Wow. She's publicly endorsing Enigma.
Right. I love Enigma.
Wow. Well, it's simply the baddest little male boutique anywhere on the island.
And speaking about male boutique, that's another thing too about styling. I don't think we should focus on male versus female. There are things in that store that I've seen that I can make my own. A jacket and pair it with something and a heels and bad that up and go.
So you can go in there.
Absolutely. That's why I went in there too.
Okay. So sometimes we see women looking, we should not assume that they're looking for something for men.
No, you shouldn't. You never know. A part of being a stylist is knowing how to make things work. Look at what I'm wearing today. This is my tape measure that I
Yes.
And I put it around my waist and created a belt out of my tape measure. Do the unexpected.
Oh, yeah.
That's what style is about.
Take a look at that. She's actually wearing the tape measure. Oh, my goodness.
Take a look at my COVID weight, but you can take a look at the measure.
Oh, my goodness. You're such a character, though, Raxann.
Thank you.
You had to be where you are. You're perfectly fit. You perfectly fit into that world that you're in. And
so many of my clients have become my friends. They've invited me. I had a client invited me all the way to Dubai.
Yes.
Rented me a McLaren for a week and went on a whole supercar tours in Dubai for a week. All expense paid for a client. And all I was there doing, Winford, packed the bags, decided what they wore for the days, and that was it.
And those of you young ladies and gentlemen who are looking for a career in fashion, styling, fashion designing, and so on. There's your lady right here.
Happy to speak to anyone.
Oh, all right. Thank you. All right, so that's in this segment of our show, Raxann Chin. Remember the name, Raxann Chin, and R-A-X-A-N-N. That's the spelling.
That's
Raxann.
right. Jamaican.
Right. And so that's a lady you should know and go check out. And still to come right here on our stage, Rytikal brings much anticipated career update. Boise Roses, energy and guidance bring the Shamballa rock, while Shelly brings his Naki ball, right? Okay, and so all coming up right here on our stage. We'll be right back.
On Stage with Winfred Williams.
Eastside recording star Rytikal is now on our stage under his new moniker, Purity, with a much anticipated career update. Sir, welcome. Happy New Year.
That is it. Cashy New Year, my boss.
Ah.
See?
Well, a little bit of elephants in the room. One is the Skillibeng relationship. Where is it?
All right. Me and Skillibeng are going to always forever be one connection.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because me and Skillibeng is like family.
Okay.
So, nothing not going to change that. No matter when nobody try, no matter what we even try for ourselves, it not going to change. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
We forward from one route. 2 hours born and grow here castle. Probably him not grow, but 2 hours born here castle.
Mm-hmm.
You see me? Our families are connected.
Ah.
So we don't wish for hurt none of our family them. By even looking at me and Skilly having no conflict in our music when people just look for greatness.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So Skilly good. Skilly always been good for me.
Yes.
So you understand? Yeah.
And the charge?
Yeah, well, you know what's going on in real life. All right. Due to the fact that it's in process, it's right now in front of the court, I wouldn't wish to speak about that right now.
Mm-hmm. You're confident that you'll be good?
Well, either ways, I'll be good. Mm-hmm. I found something in myself. No matter wherever I go in the world, I found comfort in myself.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if I will be good or not. Mm-hmm. In myself, I will be good.
Ah.
But, you know, life is life, bro.
Explain the new moniker for us.
So the new moniker is a thing when we develop due to the fact that Rytikal was known for King in a War, Cookie Jar, some other songs where I'm more on a violent perspective. So for the new year is purity. As in, you know the real word, purity. But in between that is me. So you know you're going to get a pure Rytikal.
Yes.
Which means I'm going to incorporate positivity fully.
A new attitude.
Yes, which empower positivity only. You're not going to hear nobody else than Rytikal for this year. Only Rytikal. So it's just purity.
Purity this year?
Yeah.
Okay. And the purity, isn't that putting yourself under some level of stress?
Well, confidence beats stress at all time, you know.
Yes.
Because no matter how, you can't live without stress. You're rich, you're stressed, you're poor, you're stressed.
So you don't mind the challenge?
No, the stress is the best.
To live up to that?
Motivation.
Yes.
That is the motivation.
So how will this impact your lyrics, your music?
Well, you will get a better Rytikal, that's for sure. You will get somebody positive, that's for sure. And the people, we have a better outlining and sufferation than what they see now. Look on life different. You have something, use it to benefit yourself. Don't try to get nothing what anybody else have because you're already given something. You understand? All right, me can probably say, for now, because I don't know who, I got still doubt the fact that Rytikal is Rytikal. But you know, it vice versa, just the same.
Yes.
But me never get my subject them at school. But where you gonna look for me and say, I don't?
No, nothing about you is dots.
Exactly.
So
think about the other person them like me now. Where people look down upon because of that same thing. And then imagine if they look down on themselves, what would become of them? And if they even have a family, what would become of their families?
Great reasoning, you know.
So yeah,
it's a great reasoning, and we hope some man are listening and understand and can reason out and I work with you on this reasoning. Cause this line of reasoning is what youth out there right now lack. Enough youth not think and not reason that way, they say. Because typically what you're saying is that nobody can define you.
Exactly.
And what you have achieved in terms of certification in education is not the only way to survive. Exactly. Or that if you didn't, that you're any less.
Exactly. Because probably you wouldn't survive if you never have your education.
Yes.
So you understand? And look how many and me see it. Me know a lot of people have subjects. A lot. And not to let them feel less of themselves. But I'm in a better position than they are. Understand? And then you're going to have somebody who have lesser subject than them. We are going to think say them better than them. Same way.
Same.
Think say them better than them and have more subject than them because you not achieve nothing from what you are given because you think about something else.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes, so you're really not focusing on zoning in on who you are and what your strengths are.
Exactly.
Those talents that may be hidden and you're not even trying to unearth them because you are so busy looking at other people and letting them set your own standards.
Exactly.
And lessering you.
And that
that why your youth come to realization. For a youngster like your chat, so that chat there is supposed to be the chat where every youth in a city, every poor youth, for all that reason, and do not fall into the stereotype that is there for you.
Because a picture might paint in front of you and you see it as that.
Yes.
But what if you learn that? What if on your journey learning, your life journey learning, through your suffering and your struggle, you learn that is something different. Where you are going to still follow that picture there where you see paint in front of you, and you see it bring you to your demise. Would you still follow that picture?
Embrace life, youth.
No,
embrace life. And if you say it's two roads, I said to you, it's all while.
Like vice versa.
One a death and one a life.
That is it.
Because if you're anti-life by wanting to kill and take out people out of life, you're embracing death. And you too shall die, just a matter of time. So bridging at the same line of reasoning, they must take it this up because enough youth supposed to be living who are dead.
And that's the thing, you know, why many people kill so much, they are afraid to die.
Yes.
So, you know, you feel threatened.
Wow.
I think the only solution is to kill someone, to feel less threatened. Well, you don't have to. Because remember, you can't drive, go out the door and crash and dead.
Yes.
You can't wake up a morning just as me here a while ago. What's his name again? Gabidan. Went to bed and he didn't wake up. Right. So you can't bleed and a dead. You can't dead and a bleed. So it doesn't make a difference. The difference you have to make is within you. What you choose to do with life while you have it, because death is not the problem. So why killing someone while you're afraid to die, or because you're afraid to die? Embrace life.
Yes, sir.
Because death is inevitable. And you are already given life for only a reason to live, because you have it dead. So live positive and make sure you deal with more life on the earth. So if people have to think on some level of controlling their brain, you understand how you control yourself, how you control your surrounding, how you control the people around you where it's negative. That's why enough artists and entourage them can't control it.
Yes.
Some people think for only themselves. So when them surrounding a cause them problem, they don't know how to escape it. You understand? And that's just a life. You have to think positive and remember, you see what you put out in the universe, and that you get back. So once you implement negativity, that's what you will get back. And that's only what you will get back. No matter how you see it might look rich and lovely. You're not going to sleep Or certain things that go bother you when nobody now go see because you go hide that. Just for sure that little pretty image that make we feel like you're there.
Do you think some of these youths feel condemned? Like they're lesser than others?
I'm sure. At some point in my life, I've felt that.
Oh.
I feel like people turn them back on me. I feel like I never have nobody. And at the end of the day, I'm wrong. And sometimes, in some cases, I'm right, same way.
Yes.
Because sometimes some people, you think they're not there for you, but then they fear the most. And then you go have some people you think that they fear. When they're not there for you as a person. You understand? But me feel it, and I know, me feel the sufferation and the struggle in a case where me know there's, you know, like nobody no really see. When me really go through, and if you explain it, probably somebody say, well, every man struggle different. Our man say, typical Jamaicans would say, if I made that could happen to me.
Yes.
Typical Jamaicans would say that. But what if it was really them? Because I know them. Remember, I know them, you know. You have to always remember, say, you. You see me?
It's some powerful things you're saying, rude boy, because like you're saying, you have to find you.
Yeah,
the
bro.
fundamental you inside, who you are. Because God no make no mistake when he make
you. know that. Every man have a purpose, you know.
Yeah.
You can't follow no man.
Yeah, so you can't just be going down a road that is preordained by man.
Set.
Man set a thing for you.
Somebody show you something you do, sir.
Yeah, and some man predicts that you are going to do and you do it. You road boy, man say you're a criminal youth. And you go turn criminal.
All right, imagine now, me and my woman I drive and my car crash, my woman dead. Me a murderer, I go to prison for my woman dead. Because me a driver.
Yeah.
Me I go to condemn myself, me love my woman, you know. So just imagine like any man will love her. You understand what I say? Or even your friend then.
Yes.
You crash a car and your friend dead. And you get lack of faith, knowing that you would have never hurt your friend. But then you get condemned because of it. You are greatest task that to any man, you know. To find yourself, you know, enough mad youth to walk on the street, you know. And me nah say they not find themselves because probably are them that, you know. Because probably what they see out of life are better than what mad, you know. You understand? While some other man are go find themselves because they say they have much more than that to do in a life. And do something for the greater good.
So your music, Riti, will be purity.
Purity.
That will be central to your lyrical output, to your thoughts, to your levity.
No, I got to change about Rytikal still. You know, let me tell them. Because there's two sides to everyone. You have a dark side and you have a light side. I'm more focused on my light side now.
Same.
But the combination is greater than just one. So don't feel like, say, you're not going to get lyrics where lyrics is concerned. If you tell you them to music, not just fall down to lyrics alone. Or what you say alone. Or you say what you say, make a difference. Because nothing no new. Everybody say everything already. It might sound new because you say it one different way. So it's all you say.
Yes.
It's all you say what you say, or you express yourself while saying it, bring out the expression. Whatever you try, the message you send out, you have to deliver the message in another form or way. If you have a down song, you have to do a down song in a down energy. If you want emotion there, if you want uplift people who are down, you have to sing a down song uplifting, with an uplifting spirit. You understand? So it's vice versa. People sad, you know. We hear sad song and we know we're sad, but it's not like we want hear say we're sad. We know we're sad already. We want upliftment. Nobody no want dead, you know. Simple explanation. Everybody want upliftment. Everybody want live. So in terms of new recordings to come? All right. Me have a project right now forward with me. A producer called JB. You know Dynasty already. Yeah. Chosen already. And my new label where I've created Rytikal Music Group. So, you know, we have a new song I release where it a go state when me really explain to the youth them right now. And make them, you understand? If you youth can look into themselves and see what I go on. Because if you even know me, and if you don't know me, I even see what you see, you would understand. And you understand can flow with the song.
All right, so can we get a little piece of it? A little freestyle?
For sure, man. No problem. All right, I'm going to say, all right. We suffer, we fight, we rise and we fall. It's just life. We all gotta face it someday. There is beauty in the struggle, you've made it. Ugliness in the success, just the same, yeah. This a fox I'm notice. Shout out to my dogs I'm grow with. The road rough for my walk, but me don't slip. Me sure love all of me heart can't hold it. Nah, go no more. Let's go check it out, man. You see what I say? Aight, man.
Yeah, man.
Understand?
Well, that is good because you're speaking to what you're speaking,
exactly.
what you're saying, what your new attitude in life.
Me not pretending. I'm not pretend.
Same.
I'm being truthful.
Yes, sir.
Yes, man. I tell you the truth.
Rytikal takes on Trap Dancehall as our chat continues at Onstage TV, YouTube. Purity is a name that is really, you deserve it, Bridget. You're speaking all the good things that want the youth to talk. All of what he's saying, youth, so you listen. And if you don't understand it, go find him and let him tell you more or explain. Take him on it then.
That is it.
Yeah, take him on and let him and ask him to explain what I say. Debate him on it. Yeah, but I think you should be stimulated by what I say. And if you can just bring yourself to understand some of those fundamental things I say, a youngster say, because when we old people say it, I don't believe what you think, so we are trying kind of corral you or to control you. No, well, when your generation, I say, that means I'm glad to say him no. And I'd like to see more of you knowing and expressing that you know. Saying, because that's your future. All right, so with that, right here on our stage next, a whole bunch of dancing and dancers and selector and people. A whole lot of them. Guidance and Shamballa and whole lot of things that go on in the next segment right here on our stage. And of course, Shelly Belly. Can't leave him out. Next.
On Stage with Winfred Williams.
2021, with all its lockdowns and curfews, was a great year for dancehall dance makers. Right now we are in January 22 and the Jamaican streets are already blazing with new moves. We will hear from two groups of dancers who will show off their latest moves and tell us how they sustained relevance under lockdown. We begin with Boom Boom and Shelly Belly, who bring the Knocky ball to our stage right now. Gentlemen, blessed love.
Blessed love.
Boom.
You know, damn man, dog.
Bridging, it was good to see you, in good spirit.
Good spirit.
Look happy seeing me and look energetic and I keep the spirit.
Keep it, dog.
You know, so how have you managed to do this with everything locked down?
Well, for tell you the truth, God,
Yes.
Yeah, man, Father God, because I don't know 1 year and 6 months who they inside I do live streaming for Instagram, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's how we get a little hustling offer, but we can maintain myself, maintain the people in the community, because we have a thing named Cash App and PayPal, you know what I mean? And Zelle where people give money pull up tonight when we are entertaining them, when they're indoors and I watch up on the live streaming. So we use the money there and help the people in the community and in the street and still keep relevant and still keep active, you know what I mean? Yeah, and we come to now and get a break now. England did kind of open up. Like, so we come to now and go to England and run off a little 3-month tour and come back on the ground and link up with Shelly Belly and say, yo, we could go outside, we go and see what we can do some promotion.
Nice. And Shelly, your experience in this lockdown thing, how you manage, boss?
My experience, a promo do it for me, So I have to big up all of the artists them who reach out to me to do a promo video for them.
Yes.
And so I get the link with all Top Star.
Wow.
See it? Stamping, make the link. They have video shoot up a boom boom up a grand spin. And so I make the link with Top Star.
You don't say love out there? Enough love out there, no?
Yeah. Whole heap of love, man. So we make a link with Talk Star.
Yeah.
One girl song. We are promoted same way on live and with the Uptown Mondays live. In the inside bar where them say the gathering can be more than 20 people. So we invite couple members of the streets, you know what I mean? And we still will vibe. Same thing with Bossy and Boom Sunday, you know what I mean? So by doing that now, we still have the promotion, you know what I mean? So I come back from England after tour and go in the States pan tour and Talk Star, what's up me now, you know what I mean? And I say, yo brother, listen to that song here. So I listen to the song though, I say, yo, I do the intro.
Yes.
So I say, yo, when I come off a tour, I go do the intro because I can't do the intro on the phone. You know what I mean? And when I come, go in the studio, I do the intro, song name Knocky Ball, you know what I mean? Shelly Belly, create the dance move. And I tell you, Mr. William, the song just bring back a whole unity, a whole vibes, a whole energy. You know what I mean?
A feeling the energy there in the dance community, rude boy.
Yeah, man.
That there's love and unity right now.
Crazy love, man.
Sometimes them things are them pandemic business that just make us just hold a reasoning in ourselves and I realize we need each other, you know.
True.
And we can unite and we can all survive. We don't have to take down nobody to get ahead. We don't have to take out to get clout, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Unity, man.
So dancers are dancing again. Even in the pandemic, when I dance, Shelly?
Yeah, man, because I'm tell you already, the promo do it for me in the pandemic.
Yes.
And sometimes we keep some round robin. Like corner.
I tell you, I forget so creative, man.
Yeah, man, because at the end of the day, you know, Mr. Williams, you have to understand, you know, you have people work a day, you know, people work at night, you know. You know what I mean? And mostly hustlers work at night, you know. So we have to find a way out to make them can gain something, you know, to take care of them family and morning time, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, so we just got a little round robin them, promote the thing them and look out our eyes, you know what I mean?
Shelly, they move them there, and your group, your troupe, how do you keep them together and how many of them?
Bermuda Squad, it's worldwide, you know.
Yes, it's a worldwide movement.
Good. I have Bermuda country, them people support Shelly Belly right through.
Yes.
Biggest fan
base. When named Bobo, R.I.P. Taylor, Shane, them stand up beside a Shelly Belly right through.
See.
And you have to say, right now in Jamaica, Shelly Belly legacy, the biggest legacy in a dancer.
See.
Right?
Oh yes. It's legendary now.
Legendary.
See.
So I have to big up all Raccoon, because we stand up beside and even right now. Big up all the youth, them will pass around Shelly Belly too. Like all Energy, Bermuda Kid, Sri Lanka. Energy Kid, Crazy Hype, Echo One Catch. So much. We do it for dancer, the legacy, loud.
Yeah, man.
Knocky Ball, you know. And me are the creator of it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I say, we do a video shoot and Stamping. Big up yourself, Stamping. You respect all like the rain of fall. Stamping are the one link me up with Top Star. And by keeping the link, him see me do a dance. But I always move my foot. I must say, Shelly Belly, what would that dance name?
Maestro.
Yeah, Maestro.
Change the name.
Alright. Me used to call it Maestro. And I said, Shelly Belly, you move like you play football. So I said, it's an idea that him give me, you know. I just go in at the box. I see next day him call me. I said, I find a name, you know. It name Knocky Ball. I said, where say again? I said, Knocky Ball. I said, Shelly Belly, I eat that, you know. And him quick. Very, very quick. By me and him a reason.
Him a right.
Him a right. And I head to the studio.
See.
Yeah, I mean, I say, you know, it's a Tug Star, if you tell you the truth. This song can't do without boom boom.
So it's the part of kick the ball or
knock the ball.
Just knock
with
it.
a slap.
Or knock the ball. Knock the ball.
Yeah.
And I part of thing. I love it, Reggie.
I always hear boom boom and I say, ball game, ball. So with me and my mates, I say, no sir, that song I can't do without boom boom, you know.
Boom, let's get the intro. Well, is it out? It's a hit already, and we're going to exhibit that after the break. This chat with Boom Boom and Shelly Belly continues at Onstage TV YouTube.
On Stage with Winfred Williams.
All right, so we are back now and ready to get into the Shamballa rock. And all the rockers are standing with us. Sir.
Guidance.
Guidance.
Yes. Boise, the living legend. Don't know what energy this. Earl Shamballa King.
Himself now. All right, sir, so the song, talk about the song for us.
Well, you know, I'm just flying from America and go link up Boise and Energy. And them said to me, say, right now, we have a new thing different from Logo Boss. And I say, what name? And them say, Shamballa Rock. Okay. So I say, oh, that come across. Him say, right now, Shamballa, every part of the man got the man just. So I say, all right, here I go on. We just link up. We just link up here. Yeah, see him, we're straight at it.
That's all him do. No matter where I play.
No matter what I play. Yeah.
He does rap.
So we just link up Karen's record now and say, Karen's, right now, we have something we are going to turn a hit song right now. I say, what? I say, we have a thing named Shamballa Rock. We need the rhythm right now. And we just go around and link him, brother, and we create the instrument, everything, and call Boise and Energy and say, fire. We're ready for that one, you know. Energy said to me, be careful about that star. Be careful about that something, you know. He said, Energy, remember, you know, I know how every people start out, them end up, you know. Lot of skankers start out and them reach different. Yeah. So them say, 2 years talk, guidance already. And, you know, we got a stroller and them can't tell you.
Yeah. I said everybody know, Boise meets from Bogle days, alongside Bogle doing the dancing and everything, and guidance. But I always get introduced to music from Deli Ranks and Steve and them and everything. But guidance now just come back around and say, yo, we need the energy, and we need the strength, and we need to do something. And we say, as we say about Shamballa, always rocking. So we say, yo, we are going to sing about Shamballa dance. We just all go in the studio and just start vibes with rhythm. And when we start vibes with rhythm, we just start put all things together, and you know, energy come. And the first time we do, you know, energy take 3 hours, just he said, damn! We not can't fuck up. But I want to know him go good another one, yeah.
Wilfred, a history, man, you see me? Cause you know me, is just a dancer, a skanker in the street. Yeah. Where always I bring the vibes and the happiness and the unity with dancer. Yeah. Me not the bad dancer, but me one of the happiest dancer where bring love. So when guidance reach out to me, you know, I say, Energy.
Say something.
Yeah, more the first song, Logo Boss. I say, guidance, move for some artists. I say, everybody start. Remember, say, ching them now. Because you know what power we ching get their squad. Yeah, so we dance with ching them and them thing there. So, always here ching them and ding, always I say, Energy, I want to you. We have to sing our own song them. We dance them. So guidance now, give me the idea now, I'm going to start. And I see the people, I'm like, I'm just say, damn, when I call for go, Bounty Killer was the first one to me, I say, Energy, how you say, damn, it gone. So I say, yeah, me a big artist, I know. You see me? So I hold it for history now, and it's a joy and happiness. You see me?
A big endorsement.
Yeah, Bounty Killer, Warlord. So we come now and we can come, so now me see me with a rock now, and me say, Shamballa Rock. He must say, Energy, I want to, you're a dancer, me a dancer. Take the dance. I say, me don't want the dance. Yeah, me always tell the guy dance about the rock. So guys, a little simple rock. No matter how much you can just rock, is it? So I used to stream and even Bounty Killer still again give a forward on the song and say, him like the song and the song get feedback in the street over there in the world. Cause, you know, we teach dance class. So people are Europe take on to it. Is me? Anything we do, them take on to it, so.
Sham!
No, that's a rock. Yes, Winfred.
Yes, sir.
It's a pleasure for us over there at your soccer. Energy them do it.
Yes, man. Talk about your legacy,
We
Reggie.
have to talk about the legacy, because at the end of the day, we talk about the legacy. It's like what Bogle do and what we see. Because I remember say, we do this from even Bogle days. People don't even know that. So we have a video with Bogle where we stand up beside Bogle, we do this light show. We just can't tell you, but we don't really hype feet as well. Energy would I tell you again, me are the type of low type, because you know my thing, I'm more than
Wilfred, you know, say, we step in our party and it's like somebody that say, Energy, I wouldn't kill a day I talk about no. He wanna talk about Shamballa. Shamballa turn big man and just a boss now. So, if you say all of them things you know is a joy and happiness. So, this how we do. I just want to respect how we just show somebody who grew up and see. Is it?
Yeah, you know,
man, big up the
I know we have to
streets.
big up the next artist, real flavor. We know the vibes, you know, next time you see it. Next time you don't know. I would say Kerran's record.
Kerran's records.
I love the vibes we are going on the street, because as me come out and I say, all skankers, you see it? Everyone just forward together. Unity we are dealing with. And the vibes we are going right now in a Jamaica with the skanker them, trust me, I want this. And people now people too much stress are going right now. So sometimes people just want to have a little vibe, them just want a little meds and just rock. I can't dance, but the rock so easy, just rock. You see, I'll be the man. You see, I'll be the man that stole about. From me seeing go say all up into and they said, them
I'll father for a dance.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so
Wilfred,
straight. I see this song going far.
Remember, your father rich here, rock, you know.
Yeah. And Wilfred, rock, just rock. Just rock.
Just rock.
Yeah, it's not a kill up dance.
So everybody can do it.
Everybody can do it. All Wilfred can do it.
Well, with that, we're going to leave the stage now to the gentlemen for a performance of the dance. And after that, whoa, Shelly Belly
Street
will be here. The whole street will be on our stage.
Energy what the man I say.
At this side of the rock.
Why is he attack them again? Allah.
Dancing time, rise to my fame. The whole world I watch, man, never yet lame. Energy, no weakness.
Legendary, boys in my name. Ever slick, never yet lame. Get a youth, rise to the fame. New ball rock, this one can't lame.
Mondays, boss it you, super high, sky high. It's real flavor, sipping on my liquor, watching these girls shaking out the figure. Which one of them can Shamballa better? Gyal of them a get it cheddar.
And now we welcome Shelly Belly and the Knocky Ball.
Oh, here! It's a World Cup atmosphere! This game cost them out! This stadium them loud! Dogstar, look there! You see the operation? Knocky Ball! Ball game! Ball! It's like a World Cup when we touch in dance hall. Everybody start Knocky Ball. This how we get jiggy when you hear the name call. Everybody start Knocky Ball. Put out summer or spring, winter or fall. Everybody start Knocky knocky ball. Expensive and knocky ball. Energy and knocky ball. Ding dang start knocky ball. Marvin the Beast name call. Now he start knocking and knocking and knocking and knocky ball. If I knocking and knocking and knocking and knocky ball. Knock it, knock it, knock it, knock it. Everybody start knocky ball. It's like a World Cup when we touch it dance hall. Everybody start knocky ball. This how we get jiggy when you hear name call. Everybody start knocky ball. Put out summer and spring, winter or fall. Everybody start knocky ball, knocky ball, boom boom and knocky ball. Watch Ariel and knocky ball. Ball game. Hey boy, knocky ball. Stop boy like you no got the ball. Knock knocky ball. Not even bad man can't stop the ball. No time. Shelly belly get hot again, boy. Pass on the rifle to Potter's cane, boy. Now left out the cheerleader them. And I said that target, nice target. It's like a World Cup when we touch it dance hall. Everybody start knocky ball. This how we get jiggy when you hear name call. Everybody start knocky ball. Put out summer or spring, winter or fall. Everybody start knocky ball. Knocky ball. Boom boom and knocky ball. Watch Ariel and knocky ball. Rivers and knocky exclusive and knocky. Missy boys and roses and knocky. Missy Shelly belly everybody knocky. This a dance that take off like rocket. Let me spin baby money in my pocket. This a dance that is shatter than a matic. Missy rebel pretty TC them and knocky. Dolly body chin power. Isabella Sarah belly them a hot chick. It's like a World Cup when we touch it dance hall. Everybody start knocky ball. This how we get jiggy when you hear name call. Everybody start knocky ball. Put out summer or spring, winter or fall. Everybody start knocky ball. Knocky ball. Boom boom and knocky ball. Watch Ariel and knocky ball. Vanguard new keyboard rhythm, you're mad. Knocky ball, brother. Knocky ball. Knock. By this is Top Star featuring Rainbow. It's a World Cup atmosphere. Happy music for happy people. Knock. On the midfield general. Knock. One pass, two pass. Put it again, make it two pass.
Knocky ball. Whoa! Knocky ball. Wow! Gentlemen, lady, thank you. The one lady in there bringing all the energy. Look at her. Wow. All right, and with that, we say thank you for joining us. Do join us again next week for more excitement on this stage.
On stage.
Yeah.
It's a World Cup atmosphere. This camp cost them out. This stadium them loud. Top Star, look there. You see the operation. Knocky ball. Ball game. It's like a World Cup when we touch it dance hall. Everybody start knocky ball. This how we get jiggy when you hear name call. Everybody start knocky ball. Put out summer or spring, winter or fall. Everybody start knocky ball, knocky ball, boom boom and knocky ball. Watch Ariel and knocky ball. Knocky ball, na the Miguel Shelly belly gatty ball. Expensive and knocky ball, energy and knocky ball. Ding dang start knocky ball. Marvin the Beast name call. Now he start knocking and knocking and knocking and knocking.
Thanks for watching our video. Please click subscribe and be on our stage anywhere, anytime, always.